everyone, Videogamelover here, and welcome to a little review of Mortal Kombat 2 for the original Game Boy. This port came out 1994. Came out alongside with the Game Gear version, the Super Nintendo version, and the Sega Genesis version. But the reason we're taking a look at this version is for a Game Boy port of an arcade game, considering that it was made by the same people that made the first Mortal Kombat on the Game Boy version, which wasn't good at all. This version actually runs pretty smoothly. The controls are actually pretty responsive this time around. Very easy to pull off your special moves. The kicks feel good. Now you have to keep in mind you are using two buttons, so if you hold forward and kick, you do the high kick. If you hit back and kick, then you sweep. You do a sweep kick. And yes, as you just saw, I did a fatality. You can do fatalities, and in this fight, you can also do stage fatalities. Obviously, there's a lot of limitations. For instance, there's only 8 characters as opposed to 12. Kentaro is actually not in this game, which is kind of a plus, because we all know how much I hate Kentaro. So yeah. There's only 2 stages in this game, the Pit 2 and the Combat 2. And they both actually have the themes that, you know, they're themes. They're not mixed around or anything like that. It's actually the music from the arcade. And as you just saw, I just slammed Katana into the spikes. Now, graphically, it's not the absolute best, but it's definitely not the worst. The sprites look fine for the Game Boy. The background's pretty decent for the Game Boy. The music, there's only 2 or 3 music, so I can't really say that the music is good, nor the sound. The sound is just the typical Game Boy, which is fine. You know, the Game Boy has a good sound chip. You can make some great tunes with the Game Boy sound chip. But I'm just generally surprised on how well this game runs. Like, it runs very smooth. Even on the, especially on the emulator, it runs pretty nice. Yeah. But I just want to show off this version because this is a version that I would somewhat recommend if you are into the Game Boy. I mean, this is not like a must-have, but it's still pretty interesting to see how well this version is. This proves just how good Mortal Kombat 2 is. It's good in almost every platform. So I just want to showcase this version. So anyway, guys, it's Videogamelover58. I'll see you guys on my live stream. Peace.